Hey guys, I thought I'd do a unboxing of the Makerbot I got, and I'm doing a live show at the same time. There's everyone on the live show, and thought we'd crack this thing open and see what's inside. There it is, Makerbot inside, like Intel inside but cooler. So let's check it out. So thanks to Charles at Makerbot for sending this. Let's crack it open, see what's in there. Swiss Army knife, gotta have one. It's a Swiss Army knife mini champ for those who want to know. Mini champ, awesome. It's got a little pen in it, beautiful. Cut my finger open with a spoon last night. If you watch my tweets, I have no idea how I cut my finger open with a spoon, but I did it. Unbelievable. Anyway, let's go. Whole bunch of paper on top of it. I hope that's recycled. Looks recycled. You can sort of tell. Yeah, I think it's recycled. Beauty. All right. Do you like this? How do you like the DigiKey stuff? This is what DigiKey pack and ship stuff in now. It's like a recycled content, and it's got like this, you know, it's this corrugated sort of, you know, cut out. I don't know, what do you call that? There's sort of a mesh-like material, some paper in it, and that's what they wrap all their components in now. They've gone sort of eco-friendly, and apparently it takes up a lot less weight, volume, and all that sort of stuff for a given density. Anyway, I'm sure they've done their research on that. Beauty. Oh, look at this. Look at this. I have a Makerbot Awesome Award. Thank you very much. There you go. Dave, thanks for being awesome. Charles. Thanks, Charles. Beautiful. Makerbot Awesome Award. There we go. I'll show my live audience. There you go. Makerbot Awesome. So apparently, Makerbot think I'm awesome. That's why they sent me this. So thank you very much. All right. What do we got? We have a whole bunch of filament stuff. So, ooh, it's even got my name on it. Look at that. Beautiful. So, looks like I got a whole bunch of green and different coloured filaments with different thicknesses as well. I don't think don't quote me, I don't think you get that with the standard Makerbot kit. I think they've thrown that in as additional stuff. So, it's 1.5 millimeter ABS light green. There you go. So, let's have a look at, what's this? Stickers. Is that, I don't know, a Makerbot robot or something? No idea. Anyone? Haven't seen that before, but I got a whole bunch of Makerbot robot, I guess, stickers. Cool. All right. I've got to do something with my resistor network. Still got the resistor network. I wanted to frame that, but yeah, never got around to it. Still here. It's going to end up getting crushed one day. So, beautiful. All right. And we've got clear ABS 1.75 millimeter natural. 1 kilo of 1.75 millimeter stuff. Awesome. Oh, more. Natural X. What's the difference between natural, plain natural, and natural X? Oh yeah, they're actually different. They seem to be a different type of color. So yeah, this is more clear. The plain natural looks clear, and this looks like a more, you know, milky sort of color. So cool. Geez, thank you very much. No shortage of stuff there. And what is that? Is that copper shielding tape? Looks like some sort of tape. Not sure what that is. Any guesses, anyone? No idea. Is it? No, yeah, it's just cellophane tape. There you go. I don't know what's that used for. I haven't looked in the in-depth details of the Makerbot before, but there you go, some cellophane tape. I'm sure I'll figure that out. Anyone in the chat window know? Can we do this in real time? Oh, put it down on the bed to keep things sticking to the platform. Thank you. Where's my socks? Beautiful. There you go. Real-time feedback from the chat room. That's you put that down and it doesn't stick. Of course, it's obvious. So the stuff doesn't stick to your platform when you actually manufacture the stuff. So there you go. Awesome. I assume that the width of the platform is that width or less. That's its maximum Makerbot capability. I'd be guessing. So, what else do we have here? So awesome, we've got a metal plate, aluminium heat spreader kit, countersunk aluminium build surface for Tom. Who's Tom? Yeah, no idea. Extruder head also has a few wrappings of Kapton too. Oh, it's Kapton. Okay, it's actually Kapton material. Right, got it. Thank you very much. Who said that? Zeph Nerd. Well done, Zeph Nerd. Looks like I've got another extruder head nozzle. I'm guessing that's one of the extruder nozzles in there. So there you go. Awesome. Whew, bubble wrapped. That looks like a power supply. Let's open that up. Looks like a regular ATX computer power supply. And it's got a noise killer with noise killer. Absolutely, got to have a noise killer. There you go. And yeah, that looks like a regular ATX power supply with all the paraphernalia. So that's how they power it. Obviously, because, you know, you can't beat these. You can't build your own and compete. You know, it's best to just use an off-the-shelf power solution like a PC power supply. Because, you know, they make these by the tens of hundreds of millions and can't beat it. So it makes sense to reutilize the consumer market stuff if you can. Now, Makerbot Industries, step-struder. Somebody asked on the chat room, which one did I get? I got the Mark 7 step-struder. Seems pretty darn new. So Mark 7, it's gone through a lot of revisions. So there you go. That's the step-struder. Let's take a look at that. Oh, there's lots of cables. Heat shrink. Woo, more Kapton tape, some very thin Kapton tape, and a whole bunch of other paraphernalia. Jeez, this is going to take me ages to assemble. Oh, look at that. I'm going to solder my own board. There you go. I thought the boards came pre-assembled. Maybe not. I might have to do some soldering. There you go. Bag of kits. That's the safety cutoff Rev D kit. Safety cutoff Rev D I've got. I'm assuming that this is all the whiz-bang latest. So I've got the heatsink, Mark 7 mounting sub kit. There you go. It's got a heatsink and a couple of other mechanical and plastic bits. There you go. And bingo, we've got a stepper motor. By the looks of it, let's take a look at that. There you go, and nice shiny stepper motor. It's a Moons brand stepper motor. There you go. Pretty good, and a little fan. So there you go. I better put all that back. Otherwise, I'm going to be screwed, and it's going to be all over the place, and I won't have a clue. Because I'm most likely going to follow the instructions. Probably a darn good idea. Alright. Gen 4 interface kit. Beautiful. Once again, they've gone through a few generations of that. Yep, there's an LCD. And once again, a board is PCB. So it looks like you do have to assemble that. And there's a looks like a 4-line LCD, I think. There's a 4-line LCD display, probably 16 or 20 characters by 4 lines, most likely 16. That's the most common. And yep, you've got to build your own board up. There's all the parts for the board. Beautiful. There's some soldering. Awesome. There you go. Can't see in there, but there's lots of electronic goodness in there. Yeah. Beautiful. Some nice wood bits. There you go. Lots of wood bits to create some sort of mounting thing or front panel. Looks like the LCD. Ah, right, yeah, LCD goes in there. Board with the buttons, various buttons and things go in there. Nice. Custom designed wood. And you can see that's been laser cut because you can see the burn marks all the way on there along the edge. It's all black. So, dead. Oh, smell this. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. Yeah, there we go. You can see that they've laser cut those. And beautiful. And that, geez, it's plywood, I think. It's very light. It feels like balsa wood. So that is the Gen 4 interface kit. So that's just the interface electronics. I didn't see any power electronics on there. So the step-struder probably has the electronics. Let's have a look. A thing-o-matic ABP version 2 kit. Ta-da! Automated build platform version 2.0. Some plastic. Some aluminium backed sheeting or something. Mylar sheeting or something like that. Alright, cable ties. Automated build platform version 2 custom bits kit. They're the custom bits. More tape by the looks of it. Some metal rods. A couple of little gears. Widgets and things like that. Another PCB. This is unusual. Automated build platform. Once again, it's part of the automated build platform, but let's have a look at this board. Looks rather unusual. Oh, it's a heat spreader. Aha! There you go. Jordan Miller, original design by Jordan Miller. Modified by Zach Hogan at Makerbot. There you go. It's a heat spreader. If you can see the individual traces on there, it's like what you have on the rear window of your car. If you've seen the rear window demister thing, they have the tracks on there, and you pass enough current through, and they're actually going to heat up, and that's used as a heat spreader to evenly heat the surface of the board. And they've got a couple little components on the back, and you just plug it in there, and bingo. I'm not sure what current they're going to pass through that to get. There we go. It'd be nice to see that in action. That'd be neat. So there you go. It's just one continuous trace, which then snakes its way all the way along the board, boop, 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 and in and out. That's it. It's one track, and it heats up. So that's rather interesting. They're probably pumping, 5 amps through that or something. So it'd be something serious. Kyson Electronics, some sort of little stepper motor or some such. There you go. All right. Getting there. Oh, it's a 3D Makerbot printer patch. If you're into patches, if you're a Boy Scout or something, you get the patches and you can sew them on. There you go. 3D printing. Awesome. Some people sew them onto their hats or their backpacks or whatever like that. Makerbot sticker. Join the Makerbot revolution. I am. Thank you. And, but you've just bought the Makerbot. Why do you need to know about joining the Makerbot revolution? You just bought one because you want to join the revolution. You know all about it. Okay, cool. Dear Makerbot owner, enclosed you will find your Makerbot Thing-O-Matic kit. By putting together this kit and learning how to print digital objects, you are joining a group of pioneering roboticists blazing a trail to the future of 3D printing and open source robotics. Awesome. This is an advanced kit. There are lots of parts organized in kits which you'll then make into components and finally into your Makerbot Thing-O-Matic. All the instructions are at blah blah blah. We'd be honored if you took a picture of yourself with your Makerbot and uploaded it to the Flickr group. And I will do that. We're on this adventure together, and as a community of pioneering roboticists, I'm now a roboticist. Awesome. You're invited to join conversation on the Makerbot operators group. Cool. They've got a it's a Google group. And there's a blog, and blah, 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 blah. You're going to want to start printing things out. Thingiverse. Yes, we'll definitely have to get something on Thingiverse. Thank you, Bree Pettis, Adam Mayer, and Zach Hogan Smith from Makerbot Industries. How nice. And we have a bill of materials. There you go. But we've got 2 more boxes. Hang on. Oh, geez, that weighs a bit. Wah. Fail. What's wrong with this picture? If you didn't notice the accent, I'm from Australia. Anyway, USB cable. There you go. Those playing along at the live show, it's one of those weird US cables. Doesn't work here at all. Well, actually it does. If you, to convert one of these to an Australian one, what you do is you chop off the earth pin. Just chop it off. If you don't care about having earth on your product, you chop off the earth pin, or highly recommend doing it with the ones without earth, and then you just bend these pins at 45 degrees like that, and it actually fits in an Australian socket. So go figure. But don't do it one where there's designed to be an earth. Only do it for the 2-pin ones. But you can actually modify it. Geez, that weighs a bit. Band-aid came off. Damn it. And I shouldn't speak harshly of the US. I've got a US t-shirt on. Death Valley. Been there. Got the shirt. Awesome. Woo. More stepper motors. Excellent. And stepper motor with a nice worm drive on it. Oh, it's just pornographic. It really is. I love the stepper motors with worm drives like that. It's just brilliant. Oh, I could play with that all day long. Oh yeah. Exciting stuff. I love it. Sorry, didn't show the folks on the live show. There we go. Ta-da! Very nice. Very nice. Wonder what sort of resolution you can get out of that. I'm actually, one turn, I can probably get my calipers out and measure, and I'm thinking, just by eye, you know, tongue at the right angle, close one eye, and I'm thinking that's moving by 0.1 millimeters, maybe, per step of the motor, like 0.1 millimeters vertical per step. That'd be, no, it's probably more than that. Between 0.05 and 0.1 millimeter, that'd be my guess, would be the resolution on that. Ballpark, you know, rule of thumb, order of magnitude stuff. It's not going to be 1 millimeter, it's not going to be, you know, 0.01 probably. But it could be. Alright, no, haven't finished. Okay, it looks like we have all the metal. I won't bother opening that, all the metal, just the metal rods and bars and stuff which hold the whole thing together. And we have the belts, the belt and pulley kit, version 2. So it's got all the belts and pulleys and all sorts of other paraphernalia in there that you need to connect up to the stepper motors. Beautiful. Hardware burrito. There you go. Hardware burrito. And thing-o-matic tools kit and M4 hardware, thing-o-matic M4 hardware kit. M3 hardware kit, so I guess they've separated everything into M3 and M4. They've just given you like 100. Man, that's got to be a bag of like 100 M3 by 16 cap head socket screws. Unbelievable. Wow, do you really need that many, or they've just bought in a pack of 100 and they couldn't be bothered sorting them out? It costs them more time than money, so they just throw in a bag of 100, maybe? I don't know. Maybe I'll have some leftover socket head cap screws. That'd be nice. Stepper motor driver. There you go. We've got a stepper motor driver. It's been individually tested, so that's an assembled board. Probably surface mount, which would be my guess why it's void the warranty. And why it's assembled, yeah, there's a reason that's assembled. There you go, a PLCC package in there, surface mount PLCC, so that's why they haven't left it up to the individual to actually solder that together, because it's not through hole enough. If they chose, that's a, I have no idea what that device is, but it's a stepper motor driver, obviously. There you go, stepper motor driver version 3.3. And there's 4 trim pots in there, single turn, a couple of dip switches, and instructions. Designed by Makerbot. Well, who at Makerbot? Why do you just put Makerbot on there? Be a bit more personal. Put your own name on there. Come on. You know, show a bit of pride. Okay. Because I'm sure everyone at Makerbot didn't design this. Somebody at Makerbot laid out their board. You know, they're probably proud of it. Probably works quite well. Put your name on it. And it looks like we have 3 of those. So we've got 3 step motor drivers and a whole bag of goodness. Generation 4 electronics. And that's got a AT Mega, it's 2560. Mechanical end stops. More Mega boards. Shall we take those out and have a look? Ethernet cable. Yippee. Alright, and whew, there's a lot of stuff which goes into making Makerbot. Let me tell you. Mechanical end stops. It looks like they've got a probably for a mechanical end stop, my guess would that be use a micro switch. So I'm guessing this looks like a little board. I'm guessing that'll have a micro switch on it, will it? Yeah. Yep. Little micro switch there with the armature. Little armature. So that's a mechanical end stop. And that's the traditional way to, you know, a roller, you know, a thing comes along and it hits the micro switch and it stops the thing so it doesn't go past the switch. And that sort of stuff is standard practice in all sorts of these, you know, test jigs and automated production test jigs and things like that. So connecting cables, all the harness assemblies. Wow, there's a lot of stuff that goes into this. It's really, it'd be quite interesting to know the price difference between kitting up all this stuff and just selling, you know, just getting someone to mass manufacture the Makerbot. And you know, in the video quite a few months ago, when 6 months ago or something, when Makerbot got that venture, $10 million in venture capital funding, my guess would be that the kits would actually disappear. That would be my guess. Just because they'll get to such a complexity and they'll eventually get to a volume where they'll find that it's just more economical to get somewhere, most likely in China, unfortunately, to, although you could do it in America, I'm sure you could. You just got to make a stand, you know, you got to make a statement that, yeah, we're going to make this in America and we're going to be proud, you know, instead of not have made in China and have made in America. Go for it. It's a differentiator. Because if Makerbot, I'm starting on my rants here, if Makerbot, if one of the Chinese makers comes out with one that's, you know, just as good for half the price or a quarter of the price, which they probably can, then eventually, than the Makerbot, then Makerbot are going to be in deep trouble overnight. So really, you've got to have a differentiator and be an open source and maybe being made in the US would be a good thing. So let's have a look at this board. Here we go. This is the extruder controlling AT Mega 2560. Looks like there's a few boards in here. Woohoo! There we go. Let's take a look at that. It's got Ethernet and a whole bunch of FTDI chip and a whole bunch of other stuff on there, and that actually looks quite good. I rather like that. What I don't like is the bodge wire on the back. But at least it's black. Matches the solder mask. Beauty. Someone was thinking. There's the custom Makerbot board. It's got a big SD card over here. Nice to see. Lots of standard 0.1 inch headers along there. It's got the power input from the ATX power supply, and that's quite nice. And there's it is the Arduino Mega 2560. There you go. Arduino Mega 2560 controller board. Neat. And that actually all looks quite nicely designed. I like it. Beauty. Beautiful. That was the most exciting box by far. And it's a thing-o-matic automated build platform laser cut parts kit. There you go. Ta-da! Oh, serial. Oh, it's got a serial number. 6,887. There you go. They've made 6,887 of these suckers. Whether or not that's just... I assume that's just the Thing-O-Matic and not all Makerbots. Because there's been a couple of revisions, hasn't there? 20 cents an hour. Zadster says 20 cents an hour pay and low taxes take some beating, unfortunately. China's not that cheap anymore. In fact, there are quite a few companies who are moving back out of China and back to the US, because by the time you factor in everything, not just the labour cost is still cheaper, although it's starting to creep up because they want the same lifestyle as this is cool. Anyway, I can smell it too. Oh, more laser cut goodness. Oh. And so the Chinese are, demanding their better lifestyles, and which is great, which they should be doing. Don't get shafted anymore. And so there's companies moving back to the US, so which is really good. So when you factor in everything, not just the labour cost, but the fact of getting cheap components which ruin your runs, and all sorts of back and forth issues flying there and back, and doing all sorts, and just generally dealing with somebody in another country, it can actually be cheaper to manufacture your stuff in your own country, be it the US or even here in Australia, and some people are still doing that. And I think the tide will turn even further in the future. So here we go. We've got some laser cut plexiglass. Beautiful. It's all laser cut out. I love this. And they, once it's all set up, you can just churn out these. I'm not sure what wattage laser, 50 or 100 watt laser or something. It just, boom, blasts all the way through. That's like 5mm plexiglass. It's not transparent aluminum, like on Star Trek. That'd be cool. All right. And this is really neat. Ta-da! There it is. A Thing-O-Matic. Oh, this is great. I love it. There you go. I can smell it. Oh, it's beautiful. It's probably carcinogenic, It's probably not good to actually smell this stuff, I'm sure. But there you go. It's a Makerbot Thing-O-Matic, and it's beautiful. It's all laser cut out. Oh, it's just fantastic. And you can actually see there's like a couple of fibers left in there, and it just hangs on. It's just enough to keep these things, and you don't have to put much force at all. Oh, you can actually see that little point there, which is actually a little couple of fibers left. Just they don't go all the way, otherwise it would actually fall out. So they've left just a little bit in. It's like panelizing a circuit board. Exactly the same thing. You're just leaving a little slither of circuit board material there, or in this case wood there, and it sort of stays in the panel. Although, because you don't have to load components on here like you do with a pick and place machine on a circuit board, you only need like 1 or 2 just to hold it in place, just so that you can handle them and put them nicely in a kit like this, and they don't fall all over the place. So that's really good. I love it. That's beautiful. It's nice touch to put the red, the red on there. It's just, looks beautiful. I love it. Well done. Hats off to the Makerbot team. It's brilliant. Burn hazard. Yeah. Caution. Warning. Will Robinson. Yeah, right. Just want to print stuff. So that is very cool. And you get all the panels, the top, bottom. Oh, geez. I probably shouldn't even go through them all. They're just going to fall to pieces. And, but that is just, actually this is worth showing. Look at that. It's beautiful. And there's very little cost in actually doing that. Just a bit more, time to actually burn that in there at a lower laser power, so it doesn't cut all the way through. It just scores out, and it just marks it on there. So it's a way to label everything, and it's quite fine. It really is quite well done. There's a lot of resolution in that. I'm surprised at the resolution. That's actually, well, I'm not terribly surprised, I guess, but it's just nice. The resolution, you know, that's 0.2 millimeter resolution or something like that. So it's rather quite neat. I like it. It's a good way to add labeling to your product because you're already paying. You pay that one-off setup fee to actually set up the machine to laser cut your material and handling and all that sort of stuff. But once you've paid that, getting stuff and that labeling and stuff is done for free. It's like when you do a circuit board with your front panel. Like if I've got my little microcurrent like that, it's free to do a front panel because you're getting the silk screen anyway, so you may as well, you're getting the silk screen on the other side, you put it on this side, you pay a couple of cents extra for the silk screen on the other side, but you get the free front panel labeling, and that just works a treat. So this is, it's beautiful. And it's all going to fall apart. They've got some more nice redness in there. I'm not sure how they do the red. The scan lines, I'm not sure if the macro on this camera is not that great, but you can actually see the scan lines in that logo. There you go. Not sure if you can actually see that, but they're quite neat. I like it. And there's tons, there's literally tons of these. Oh, there's so many sheets. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, you know, and there's like 15 or 20 individually cut sheets. Imagine trying to assemble this without the instructions. They don't actually give you the printed instructions, which I'm a big fan of. Save the paper, why not? Just do it online. I assume they've got really good online instructions. So that's really is quite neat. And there you go. That's a good example of having just the one cutout on there for assembling the one branch off, the one little tab there that joins that board. So the board is only hinged down at that one point there, and that wouldn't be good enough for a circuit board. If you're populating parts on there, when your machine comes along and places your component there, it puts force on it, and bang, it'd snap out your board. So you'd put one up the top, and you'd put another one over here, and you'd put another one over there, or in the four corners, like that, and that would hold your board in place, and then you can snap it out afterwards, or get some side cutters in there and cut them out. Need to get a little bit of electronics talk on this rather than 3D printing talk, but there you go. I'm very impressed. I haven't actually seen one of these before, and I think it is just awesome, like my Makerbot Awesome Award. So there you go. That's an unboxing of a Mark 7, is it? A Mark 7. Whoops. Let's have a look. Hey, Makerbot Thing-O-Matic. Catch you next time.